How's it going, guys? Coffee here. Today I wanted to remind everyone again that the SSF T7 Traveler event that I am putting on is starting today. It will go through the 29th, and I will be doing a raffle for it for basically everyone who competes in it to have a chance at a $15 Steam gift card. This will basically cover like a battle pass for you next season, something like that. This is, again, good practice for basically getting back into the rhythm before Season 5 starts on the 5th of July. And yeah, for that, I already started on this because we were able to start last night. I have started a charge calling moto. I've already created a little filter for it. I'm still just in the leveling process right now. But yeah, check my YouTube page if you want to see some other starting builds for what we've already been running so far, as well as getting the filter that I've been running here just for this moto, which is basically just covering over getting some of the basically minion based leveling gear here. I'm going to go ahead and publish this to recommendations, and I will include the filter code. When you go to add this filter to your own thing, you will want to go ahead and go to create and create from shared code, and then just paste in the filter code here, and that will allow you to basically create it and then modify it how you wish. Charge calling has been pretty fine so far. You know, he's nothing special because you don't really get the charge calling aspect of him really going until about level 50. But he's had a pretty smooth leveling experience so far. Again, at this point, I'm pretty much just running through the map and things are dying. I do have to resummon my guys every now and then. But other than that, I'm basically just hitting the button maybe every 3 to 5 seconds in order to kind of keep my guys up, and then at level 50 or so is when I'll start getting mechanical parts to where they will automatically resummon themselves, so I won't have to keep clicking it throughout the map. So overall, pretty smooth. This is definitely something out there. It's probably not going to be the fastest leveling out of anything out there. Erica or something like that is probably going to end up being the fastest. If you did end up playing in Gooba's event, the beauty of this being on SSF is your Netherrealm progress is shared, as well as your gear from any other SSF characters. So if you did already do this event, or if you did already have SSF characters, while this event does have to be done with a character that is new from this, created during the time frame of this event, any of the gear you had from prior events or from prior SSF stuff can still be used. So if you already had a character that was doing this, you can kind of get yourself through this very, very quickly without too much effort, and because you'll just already be pre-geared. So highly recommend it again to anyone who's already especially gone through SSF. It's going to be really fast, and even for anyone who hasn't, it's a good time to test out characters that you think you might want to play. For most people, you should be able to get through a T7 Traveler in maybe 7 or 8 hours at most. For those that are moving really, really quickly, you should be able to get through it in, even like 4 to 5 hours if you're like really speed running everything, or if you have gear. So, yeah, other than that, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And other than that, see you on the event. I will be in World Chat. And I'll be streaming every day throughout the event as well. Starting somewhere around 7, 8 p.m. Pacific, and then again on the 29th is when I basically will be doing the raffle for everyone who has completed the T7 Traveler event. From there, you don't have to complete it in order to basically get entered into the raffle, but you do have to actually compete, or you do actually have to at least have created a character and filled out the form. So, yeah, see you guys on stream, or see you on the next one. So for the charge calling moto build that I am running, I am just running it with standard machine guards here, with servant damage, maniacal army, added physical damage, and steamroll. And I'm just running compound source here with limber stretch for some additional movement speed, blurry steps for some more movement speed as well. And then we're running machine army and dark gate. And then we are running it here with a summon thunder spirit. For our tree here, we just start on God of Machines. We are running Mighty Guard. As soon as we get a better weapon, we will end up going over to Isomorphic Arms, but that's going to be a little bit. So you just put all your points kind of in here into this crit, some CDR, and then basically some minion life. At some point, as we start to get the memories and relics for pumping our life into minion life, then we'll push these even further as well. But right now we're pushing our machinist tree here. So we want to just basically keep pushing this because the self-destruct damage will take the portion of the minion's life as well into account for this. So we want to push our minion life as high as we can, as well as our own life. And other than that, we're just pushing a bunch of movement speed. And then we're just basically trying to get as far as we can over on this. And then we'll get this other stuff kind of pushed here. Get some double damage here and some synthetic troop skill level. And then the last tree will end up being on Steel Vanguard for that. But I'll have another video updated on that for whatever I end up actually finishing this off with. For now, it's basically just, again, you start with Machine Guard. You kind of push through with Machine Guard all the way through. And then it's been pretty smooth. Again, Charge Calling is pretty smooth. At 45, we'll get to unlock this Quick Battle trait here, where things will basically self-destruct instantly instead of basically having to wait for them to lose overload right now. So once that happens, then you basically lose any desire for needing to have anything in regards to at that point, then you don't need to worry about having any attack speed or anything on the minions. You're just basically trying to get them to spawn and explode as fast as possible, with the majority of that damage coming from your minion life. So the filter that I have here is set to basically pick up things specifically for a couple of mods for minions here. So we see a minion skill damage and elemental. I'm already using like a +2 weapon here. Oh no, I'm not anymore. I did have a +2 weapon, but I think this one's better here. With some minion double damage, minion crit, as well as some minion attack and cast speed. I think it's coming out slightly out of a +2 right now. But as soon as I find a +2 with some other stats, then it will definitely be better for what I have. Other than that, as most things, you do want to be focusing on kind of the treasure trove until you get to maybe 7 or 8 levels above it. And then you want to just be pushing through the story still as normal. On Moto here, again, we get a little lucky. We just kind of have to blurry step and we can run. You can be running like a leap slam or like a blink as well as blurry steps if you want. But I don't really find it necessary. I enjoy just having the extra machine army and dark gate stuff on here. At some point, probably in maps, is when I will end up running a basically a defensive skill, probably instead of machine army, because I won't really need it at that point, and then I'll just be running dark gate as the only extra thing that's on there. So if you have any questions about the build or about the event itself, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And other than that, see you in the next one.